Right, hi everyone, welcome back. Now, it's been a good few weeks, I think possibly about a month since I made the last video on the portfolio. And as you can see, there's a little bit more money in now. I think last video there was about £1,200, now we're over £2,000. So as you can see, 1890 invested, returns 7.59%, £143 in the green, which is always nice. There was a bit of a pullback last week. At one point it went down to about 4%. A lot of obviously it's just ups and downs of the market, but things are very different obviously since this virus hit. I'll just go through a few of these. Obviously 3M up massively. What I've been doing is I've been adding money when things have been going down, so that's why a lot of things will be in the green. League and General again up like 16%, MasterCard 21%. Yeah, McDonald's there. Microsoft 13%. PayPal up nearly 50%, which is just crazy, and obviously I'd bought 0.3 shares. So it's all in hindsight. Pinterest, one I'm quite bullish on for the next year or so. I did sell Royal Dutch Shell on my old, my AJ Bell account from last year, but I sold that about £16 a share, and I think, we're about £13 a share now. But I bought back in, what price did I buy back in? About £11.70 when the market really bottomed. And on oil, the West Texas crude oil here, what did I buy that? I bought that at 1.9 euros, and obviously there's 67% increase in that. That was, after all the news of when the negative oil, so-called quote-unquote negative oil hit, which, in reality it never really went negative, but that is beside the point. But yeah, didn't have that much cash to deploy at that moment because I was, a lot of my money was tied up going towards Bitcoin, my investing money, that is. But yeah, there's a few other ones, recent additions. Stag Industrial. This is a cracking company. And obviously, with, all the worry about the second wave and everything coming back, which, it's looking likely that it will, unfortunately. And I'm also thinking about making some really big sort of selling decisions based on that as well, which I'll get into in a further video. But yeah, this company basically focuses on the industrial sort of sector, which, if there is a downturn or whatever, a lot of the online businesses and stuff will still be running, so that's a pretty good one. I've been trying to add more to the treasury bonds because, again, once everything does hit again, if it hits even, then it'd be in a good position to have some protected asset in there. But I wanted to address a comment made by, I think, Funk Soul Bro. That was about 12 hours ago or something. And he was asking about trading with like £2,000, making 40 quid a day or something. And what I'd say is, I'd never sort of advocate trading. Anyone who I care about, or, any of my friends, family, I would never, ever, ever advise any of them to trade whatsoever, because it is a bit of a mug's game. There's a lot of bollocks and misinformation put out there about trading. And, this sometimes a lifestyle sold to people of, trading from home, you just make a couple of £100 a day and, you're laughing, but it really don't work like that. And it takes a lot of sort of emotional discipline and also a lot of experience as well. And, it is a problem with the sort of YouTube culture and the Instagram culture and everything now, because you can only see, it's very easy to manipulate people to see what you want them to see, sort of thing, to sell them a dream or sell them a lifestyle. And more often than not, what you'll see is a lot of them people who are doing these trades and stuff like that will quite often be selling you a course or something like that because they don't make the money from trading. You know, it's very, very, if you look at the stats, it's very, very tiny percentages of people that actually do well trading. And, you know, I wouldn't advise personally trading, but if it's something you want to do, what I would say is if you've got your heart set on it and you feel passionate about it, you know, go buy some decent books, go invest in yourself and learn, start off small and then go from there really, and you know, learn from your mistakes. But I would never ever be putting too much money in, or money that you need to, you know, live. You know, it needs to just be spare money. But personally, I wouldn't go near it. I would just go through kind of what I like to do. I just invest money, a big portion that I would put in savings, I invest it. So yeah, anyway, that I just thought I'd address that. And yeah, thanks for commenting, mate. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate the sub as well. And I hope you're going to stay along for the journey. And yeah, so that was just a quick update. So up 7.5%, which is not too bad. But obviously, everybody's a little bit nervous about what's coming. And, you know, up till this point, I mean, I know there was a lot of YouTubers who sold all the stocks. So they've missed out on quite a few good gains at the moment. So it seems like there's a lot of people wanting the stock market to crash so they can get back in. And yeah, I mean, there is quite obviously like UK GDP figure come out and it was down 20%, which, you know, it's never been seen before. But again, this is unprecedented. It's not anything to do with, you know, the actual economy damaged. It's to do with they've shut the economy down. So everything needs to be looked at in context rather than just looking at the figures in isolation, sort of thing. But yeah, I've got a handful of companies I want to add to the portfolio over the next few months. But what I'm doing is I'm hanging fire, just dripping a little bit of money in, but I'm keeping some cash reserve just in case it does crash, because it probably will crash. And obviously, if there is this second wave, then that's when you want to be ready to swoop in, really. But in the meantime, my money is going into my cryptocurrencies because I think there's a lot more growth potential in there long term as well. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's the update. And yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more of the updates.